Good morning, everybody. I'm meteorologist Edward Shaw. We have another alert day today, given the fact that the heat and humidity are continuing to kick, and that's going to be the case for the next 3 days. You're taking a live look at our great sunrise this morning out of Wytheville, and overall, a lot of the area going to start seeing a little bit more rainfall come in later on today. That could lead to a few isolated downpours and some stronger thunderstorms at times. However, the big news that we're going to be looking at is what happens later on in the week, as we're going to look at a complete pattern reset, which ending up will be quite nice for your weekend. Looking right now at satellite radar, a whole lot of nothing going on throughout the region, but taking a little bit of a wider view, what you're going to notice is that we start seeing more and more moisture come into the area from our overall frontal system that's going to come through later in the day. So that's going to be something to watch for sure. But overall, feeling quite nice right now, but you take a look further up to the northwest, and there's certainly potential for a little bit of severe weather out there. It actually would not be surprising if parts of southern Minnesota and parts of the northern plains end up seeing a little bit of a derecho form later on in the day. Here, though, the big issue is going to be the heat. We're not worried about most of the severe weather that's in the area, but the heat's going to be the big thing, as it has been for so many days now. And we end up seeing heat indices, which measure of the atmosphere, how it feels to your body with the heat and the humidity, getting up to about 100, 105 further to the east, and a little bit lower further to the west, about 85, 90, which is better than where we were yesterday, but still hot nonetheless. Taking a look at futurecast and what we can expect, we get to about 2 p.m. later on today, and we're going to start seeing showers and storms fire up along the I-81 corridor and continue into parts of the south side later on by about 5 p.m. As we go into the evening hours, we start giving a little bit more clearing along the I-81 corridor, with most of our rain shifting further to the south. By the time we get about 9 p.m., 10 p.m., we start clearing out, maybe a little bit of residual moisture, but overall, partly cloudy skies and temperatures dropping into the 70s overnight. Your 10 to 10 for the day, again, about 1 to 7 p.m. is going to be the most time frame we see for the most amount of rainfall coverage, with temperatures maxing out in the low mid 90s. Within the Roanoke Valley, Roanoke's going to be about 93, along with Smith Mountain Lake and Rocky Mount. Salem, Ferrum, and Danville all at about Daleville all at about 91. Further to the east, a little bit clearer in Appomattox, Brookneal, and Lovingston, but temperatures still going to be within the low to mid 90s. Same goes for parts of South Side, where South Boston, Danville, Martinsville, all going to be some of the warmest areas, along with Chatham and the Charlotte Courthouse area. New River Valley, a little bit more rainfall coming in today than what the New River Valley saw yesterday, with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. And parts of the highlands in the 90s and 80s throughout the area. So that widespread rainfall coming in rather quickly later on, starting at about 1 to 2 p.m. Looking at that steamy start to the week, we get up to about 94 tomorrow, and you could see a few records broken throughout parts of the eastern United States. Tampa hit the first 100-degree day they've ever had recorded, which is, in fact, a very, very real thing, even though it is in Florida. And then we go to Thursday, 90 degrees here, and then 82 for Friday. So a major pattern shift coming inbound here for the foreseeable future after we get out of this hot and humid pattern we've seen for the last few days, and we're going to continue seeing for the next 3. Widespread rainfall comes into the picture Thursday and Friday as that cold front sweeps through the region. But as a result, we go to Saturday, Sunday, clearer skies, cooler temperatures, so great weather to get outside for the weekend and even to kick off the Blue Ridge games.